Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon, YouTube. Back with you once more to give you an idea of what's coming up. I recorded this next video this morning before I even came in here to turn the computer on or anything else. But I thought an explanation might be in order. Yesterday, when I made the video of me checking the circuit board and that, I had more video to put on that, but it was just getting too long. Basically what it was is me reinstalling the transistor, and then I discovered the wrong transistor was in the RF amplifier, so I took that out. And last night I thought I would do some more checking on it. It turns out that I put the transistor in wrong. The Q2 was in wrong. I had mixed up the collector and the emitter. So this morning I was rectifying that, and so basically I'm not even going to include the footage of me putting that transistor in originally, because it's, you know, it's obviously not going to work, and the voltages are wrong and things like that. So we'll just go on past that and start with what I did this morning. And I think you'll find it interesting, I hope. And it's not that the radio is fixed, but at least we do hear some sounds coming out of the FM. So stay tuned for that, and we'll move on into the workshop. Morning, YouTube. I'm here with you this morning to right a wrong I did yesterday. I want to show you here with the close-up camera what I did and why I did it. This is what happens when you take a break from a piece of equipment that you're working on or whatever, and you kind of forget what's what, why is where, and when's when, things like that there. So, get this set up here, and I'll get this camera rolled. I think you can see that. I'm going to point to it with the screwdriver, if I can find a screwdriver. There it is. Here's what we're looking at. This is Q2. Let me zoom in a little bit, maybe it'll help a little bit. If I can do it. There we go. So what we're looking at is this area here, Q2. You can see the outline of the transistor here. There's a straight line here, a curved line here, and the letters E, B, C are there. When I put the transistor in, I put it in to match that diagram, like that, with the flat part on this side towards the transformer, and that's wrong, because these are E, B, C on the flat part. So I put it in the, I mixed up the collector and the emitter, and so that's not right. So I'm going to put that in right today, and we're going to try it again. Also, the see this, I'll move it down this a little bit. The you see there's no transistor in for the RF transistor, the amplifier. So I've got to go through my parts and figure out which one of the ones I took out are the correct one to put back in there, and put that back in. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. As soon as I figure that out, I have to go on the computer and look up the numbers, because the numbers don't match the part numbers, the Zenith part numbers on the transistor. So I've got to check that out and find out which one of those matches the RF amplifier specs. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I will do that and then come back to you. My soldering iron's heating up now anyway, so I will come back to you as soon as I get that information, and we will proceed. Alright, back again, YouTube. After careful consideration, excuse me, I have determined that I can't tell which one is which. Basically, these numbers don't come up on any database I've found. So I'm gonna basically just try to put back in and go from there. Choosing one I think was the correct one. I have no idea if it is or not, but that's what I'm doing. There's not a lot of difference in the two transistors. One's an RF amplifier, the other one's listed as an amplifier also, but it's also listed as an oscillator. I think the other one is too. I think it's a crapshoot kind of a thing where they could probably interchange pretty easy. So that's what I'm trying to do. See if I can get something to get this in. So as soon as I get this back in, I went ahead and put the other one back in correctly this time. Yeah, close. Very close. There we go. Now that one's in. I got it soldered in, of course. Turn my soldering arm back up. I had it down low. Alright, let's get this set up to solder. Like I said, what I want to do is try this transistor in there. If it doesn't work, and the oscillator seems to be working, then I'm going to go ahead and switch it with the other one. But not a big deal, I don't think, one way or the other, which one's in there. So that's what we will do. Just turned over, ready to solder. So you get your full circle length. That is in there. And it's time for a test. See what, if any, difference this makes. If it doesn't make any difference, I think I'm going to start tracing out continuity with the wires, make sure the traces are good and I'm not missing something, because I tell you what, I've exhausted all the other possibilities, and that's pretty much the size of that story. I think we're on AM. How about that? I was right. Absolutely nothing. I'll go ahead and put this on there and just see if I see any oscillator action at all. I don't think so. 1 megahertz is not quite what I was looking for. I don't know where I'm picking up 1 megahertz at, but it seems to be the radio, because if I pull the coil away, I don't get that. Yeah, just a little over 1 megahertz is what's running. I pick it up just about anywhere in the radio I put it. If I'm near the radio, if I pull it away from the radio, it pretty much goes away. So, turn that off. So like I say, I'm back to square one. No oscillator. Almost everything in that front end is sensitive, with the exception of that RF transistor. Doesn't do anything. In fact, nothing in the RF amp section does much. Alright, what I think I'm going to do is play with my 10.7 one more time. About anywhere I put this thing, I could stick in a 10.7. So, and I say 10.7, it's 10.56. So that FF, the IF is way off on that, but it's not enough to cause the problem I'm having. So, let's turn that off. I don't know. I think I'm at my wit's end here on this. I think I'm going to have me some noodles and relax a little while. Watch some videos. I think that's what I'm going to do. I may not even post this. Obviously, it's not working, so I want to drive a signal in here just for the heck of it. A good stout signal. Is it running? Yeah. That's hard to hear that. But that's 44.7 I'm assuming I'm downloading at the end of the thing, so that would be 88, probably 89 somewhere. So I can hear it. I'm driving it pretty hard. Basically, what I'm doing is putting in a station that a strong station. All right, now there. That's that film.
Speaking of what goes on between borders, let's shift to another issue.
So what we have here, I'm putting in a 44.68 signal to the antenna and tune the tuner until I come to a. Basically, what I'm doing is using that as an oscillator or beat frequency or whatever you want to call it, so I can turn it out. So you can see, no matter where I put it, it comes in. Same place. So I just found the frequency that beat against another one to give me the correct frequency. I'm going to see what this is, if I can get a station ID. This just proves that like I said, the oscillator is not working. Something I knew.
Muslims, which was his original proposal, it will seem not consistent with who we are as a nation, and that's why you have seen the president begin to move to countries of concern. If it's countries of concern, you then ask the question, well, there are a lot of people who come into the United States from Germany, from Belgium, from Britain, from Saudi Arabia, where many of the 9/11 hijackers came from. Why are they not countries on the list? What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, the executive order hasn't been signed yet, right? As David mentioned, we're looking at a leaked text draft. And I think that is also part of the former Secretary of State, Madam saying, if you're going to start singling out Muslims, I'm ready to register.
One thing I forgot to ask you, David, before we move on too far. What exactly does the president mean by extreme vetting? What would be the difference?
All right, you can see the frequency now.
Kim mentioned that it's not particularly easy to get a visa to come into the United States already from some of these countries, but what more is the president saying that would need to be done, or has he said?
He hasn't said. If you're coming in as a refugee...
Once I get the station ID and find out what I'm listening to, then I can determine what I'm doing.
2 years on the process. Now, partly that's because the system's overloaded. So if you're going to do extreme vetting, you would have to staff up to be able to go do that. If you don't staff up, what you're essentially doing is extending that 2-year period even longer, which some people believe is the real intent here.
Let's get to a few questions from our audience. Seth393 tweeted us about NAFTA. Could other countries come in with trade deals to Mexico to offset NAFTA? Jillian, Ted, what do you think?
44.68. I'm going to move this around a little bit and see if I can get another station come in.
Cut a lot of bilateral.
Try again. running around 117 volts now.
Classic Hits 106.1 The River, Van Halen, Eddie.
106.1.
Of our 5 o'clock roadblock.
And I'm at 47.4. I'm going to write all these down so I can see what I'm doing.
One-hit wonders. Rich Anthony, brought to you by 710 Transmission, 106.1 The River.
Okay. One oh six one. I'm at 47 point. So this will be a harmonic, obviously. 714. So that would be, let's see, 80, 90, yeah. That's going to come up to 90 something. So that would be twice, yeah. Well, that's all right. Let's go ahead and turn around a little bit more. I think we should go down and get more.
Roiled, and how will...
I think I got out of my range.
Here for you in the storm and the
Bridge FM.
and they essentially
It's the no repeat 9 to 5 workday on 106.1 The River.
All right. There, you've seen it, you've heard it. The problem is the oscillator. I don't know what else to say, and it's not working. Just not giving me any local oscillator. That's the problem, and don't know what the solution is yet. There should be one. Now again, like I said, this is the antenna wires. I'm taking this is the output from the signal generator, the RF signal generator. It was running at 47.714 when I had 106.1 on there. And I'm going to do the math for you on off camera here, and I'll post that in the video. So, like I said, I kind of at a loss. You can see if you drive the signal in hard enough, it will come through, but not the oscillator. In other words, it's not oscillating. I mean, I'm driving in a local oscillator signal is what I'm doing through the antenna, and tuning the stations in that way. So this oscillator, that one right there, is not working. I do need to, before I quit, And let me turn this off because I'm done with this. Get that all cleaned off real good. Turn that off. I do need to measure some voltages. Okay, we're looking at Q2. Q2. The collector. Whoops. 10.5. 10.54. The base. 0.93. And the emitter. 0.26. 0.26. So those voltages are correct now, or at least correcter than they were. I'm on real quick on the collector of the RF amp. I have 10.56. On the base of the RF amp, I have something 0.80. And on the emitter, if I can find it, has to be that one there, 0.12. So those are the voltages, and those actually I think are pretty close too. So that's the story from here. Now Ron said something about C8 and C7 being possibly shorted, or maybe it's C8 and C9. Can't remember. I'm just checking to see. Here's C10, C7, C9, C8. I don't know. There's C8 right there. I don't see any short there. Maybe it was just the way the light was shining on them. I'm not really sure. Sometimes the camera will cause, you know, look like it's shorted when it's not. So I don't see any shorts in there. Jack said something about being splatter on here. Yes, it's part of it's from me, part of it's from manufacturing process, but yeah, there is splatter on there. So, anywho, that's all I'm doing for now, as I've said that, I think already. Turn that off. Turn this off. So, like I said, we have proved that the radio works. It's just the oscillator is not oscillating. And that was our thought all along. I'm going to take those figures with me to get the exact, like I said, that probably will come out to be 10.5 something on the IF because of the IF being off a little bit on this radio. So I can't really adjust that until I get the oscillator running and get this thing operating like a radio like it's supposed to. Let me get this shut off. I'll tell you what, after watching Shango 066, the problems he had with that oscillator, I'm feeling his pain. So, alright guys, that's it. You guys have a pleasant day. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.